Welcome, my fellow Virgos. I am a Virgo sun. Welcome, Virgo sun. My boyfriend's a Virgo sun, Virgo moon. So welcome to, this is for Virgo sun, moon, or rising. Of course, you could have planets in the sign of Virgo. I said Virgo, didn't I? If I didn't, I meant to. Anyway, some of you may be here checking on a Virgo's energy, and just know if that's the case that you'll probably receive messages, like your guides know what you're up to, right? And they want to help guide you to the best energy possible. So I feel like if you're in a reading, there's going to be some type of message here for you. All right, guys, let's get into this. So we're going to use our Mother Mary for words of wisdom. We're going to use the Gilded Tarot to clarify, and for your main spread, I'm going to use the Light Seers. Okay, let's go ahead and begin. These readings have been rather long for April, but that's what I called for. Alright, let's go ahead and give them a cut. You guys know that my cards are all pre-shuffled. Let's begin. We have health. My prayers for healing miracles have been heard and answered. Wow. My prayers for healing miracles have been heard and answered. Health. Okay, we'll read it from the book at the end of the reading. But I'm sure it'll come up through the spread. So let's go ahead and bring in the tarot now. And again, we're going to use the Light Seers. Give it a couple shuffles. Give them a cut. And I'm going to shuffle for your cards. So let's begin the tarot portion. Okay. I'm going to give a shout out to a few of my members who are Virgos in one way or another. Alright, we start with the Empress, the mother figure, the creative one. And you have the Strength card. Card of Leo. Two major arcana side by side, by the way. We have the Six of Pentacles. And hello, Ace of Cups. Now, this could certainly represent romantic love, but it's love for something, of someone, or of something. And I'm saying that because it's being mirrored by the Empress. And I feel like one of the things this Ace is representing is a love for what the Empress does. You have to remember she's the one who is receiving like inspired epiphanies that then inspire her to put them into action, right? The Empress creates, but she also gives birth to her ideas. She doesn't just sit on them, right? And then you have the Strength card right next to that. And, first of all, the Strength card talks about oneself. It's, it feels like the energy really of overcoming, helping to overcome, like something is here to help you overcome. I'm looking at, I love this image where she's half woman, half lion, but then she's got this gentle little lamb on her lap. That's you. You're all of those things. And then we have the Six of Pentacles next to that. So Six of Pentacles is the energy of give and take. I feel like it's the fine art of give and take. Like, I want to make sure that I'm not just a giver, but I'm also allowing myself to receive. Maybe it's talking about love. Maybe it's just love in any type of form. Right? We need to learn how to do this equally. This is also a very generous type spirit energy. This is where, I give to the underdog. I help those who need a hand up, and I already know many of you are in that type of field, different types of fields. But I feel like that's what you do. It's almost like you've taken the wisdom of the things that you've had to overcome, and now you're helping others to overcome. And listen, I just feel like if that's the case, there's a real love for what you do. It's like it reminds me of what I do. Like I have a real love for what I do. I can't help, many of you know me and know that I lost my son. And I feel like he comes up in our readings all the time. And, and when he does, I feel like it's just, it's so that we all know that our loved ones that have crossed over, we haven't lost them. They're still here. They're still involved in our lives. Unconditional love. I'm seeing the 8 on her arm. Infinity, as above, so below. And I feel that means more the connection. So I just feel like know that. You know what I mean? Know that also. Alright, we have the 7 of Pentacles coming under the Empress. Interesting. We have the Death card coming under the Strength card now. My son was a Leo. Whoa, what the? Hello. Alright, let me put you on pause. Oh, that's weird, my laptop. Okay, let me put you on pause. Okay, I'm back. I just found that very interesting, just at a particular time, It's interesting because that was the truck alarm going off. And I went out and I said, Sam, the truck alarm's going off. And he didn't even hear it. How did you not hear that? But he didn't hear it. But I just found it interesting at the exact time that I was saying, about my son being like part of my life, like still. Then the Death card comes out, but death is about a rebirth. And I already feel that, you know what I mean? Like I already feel that. And then it is the card of Scorpio. And I find it interesting because, I feel like I am the Empress. So there would be me, my son, and my daughter. With the 7 of Pentacles, like it was all meant to be. Okay, but let's keep going. We have the World. Look at that. Okay, so there's something new opening up in your life. When you see the World, it doesn't have to be like your whole life is changing, maybe just one avenue. It's coming right next to the Death card, so closing of a door, but then there's a rebirth of another. I feel like some of you may have also lost a child, and I feel like this message is for you to know that also, like what I'm feeling it for all of us. There it goes. Whoop. We have the 7 of Wands. Interesting, we have 2 7s anchoring this line here. 7 of Wands, the 7 of Pentacles. You know, the 7 of Wands is standing up for oneself. And I feel like for some of you, that's been a lesson, like learning how to do that. And it's interesting though, because I always notice her on this card, like she looks like she's rising above it all. You know, like the 7 of Wands can talk about the feeling of needing to defend myself. But she just seems to be rising above it all. You know what I mean? Like even if the spears are thrown at her, they're not going to reach her. Interesting. All right, let's take 4 more. We have the Queen of Wands. Can be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Look at this. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Virgo. Could be you. Another Virgo. Taurus, Capricorn. We have the Hangman. Interesting. Under the World. And then we have the Tower. Okay, what's going on here? Let me move these up a little. Oh, I should have brought this down. I apologize. So, you know, I'm looking at the Ace of Cups here that's now mirrored by the Tower over in this direction, mirrored by the Empress over here. And I do feel like that is talking about, you know, it's interesting because the Hangman is coming right before this Tower. And it's almost like the Hangman is like, it feels like a spiritual wall of protection. Interesting. Definitely feels like, you know, it feels like a spiritual wall of protection. I don't feel like this is you. And I don't feel like this is another. I don't know. I just feel like, well, okay, let's say a couple things here. First of all, I feel like this is definitely the energy saying, keep your heart open. Allow yourself to experience, right? Allow yourself to give birth to these ideas that you have. In Virgo, I know you have many. And it can even talk about like adding different avenues onto something I already have. And I feel like many of you are like, you know, you may question like, is this the path I was meant to be on? And I feel like it's answering the question for you, yes. But the path does change throughout life, and I feel like that's what it's saying here. Like, yes, that was the right path, and where you're going is the right path. You know, as long as you are being proactive in your own life, right? The Empress. Again, you know, I receive these epiphanies. I maybe, you know, almost like channeling love and then bringing it to the world. But maybe I don't trust in myself, so I don't bring it to the world. I feel like the Hangman is giving you the green light to go take some chances. And why? I feel like because... Okay, here's what I feel. I feel like for some of you, if this is talking in any way romantically to you, I feel like maybe some of your past experiences have been difficult, right? Maybe there have been a lot of drama involved in them. But I feel like if that's the case, then you want to know that, like, what's my part in it, you know? Not in a judgmental way, but only like, you know, and if you're someone like who, let's say you just kind of lost your voice, you lost your way, this may be talking about learning to stand your ground, right? But standing it in a way, like, I don't feel like you're aggressive. I'm not being aggressively, like I'm not aggressively doing it. But anyways, I feel like this can give you a clue, like, about past relationships. And that may be some of your fear, like, going forward, like, I don't want any more towers. And I do feel like this is spiritual protection. It's interesting. I don't know that I ever read the Hangman like that, but that's how I feel them. Okay, let's keep going. Well, we have 6 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. That's good. That's victorious energy. You know, it's interesting because when you think about the 6 of Wands, where this person just came from is the 5 of Wands. And 5 does speak a change, right? But the 6 of Wands kind of puts a spotlight on you. This is a time, it's not just victorious energy. It is a time when other people are looking to you and up to you due to not just your words, but your inspired action. You know, and that can just be coming through, like, you know, I'm telling someone my life story and they hear some action that I took and it inspires them to do the same type of thing. I feel like the right people will be drawn to you. Alright, let's bring in the Gilded Tarot. Let's break this baby down. Let's see what's going on with these 2 queens over here. Let's give them a cut. You know, I'm just getting this feeling, like all of a sudden I'm thinking to myself, today is a strange day. Now, I don't know why I'm saying that and why I'm feeling that all of a sudden. Maybe someone is having that type of day. And I'm just picking up on your energy. But that's what I'm feeling, like all of a sudden, like, boy, today's a strange day. Alright, let's keep going. We're going to start at the Empress. Making me do a little work. Hang on. Went off the table. Okay. Alright, we start with the 6 of Cups. This is what came face up. And then we have the 2 of Pentacles. You know, 6 of Cups to me is a reminder to keep your, like, allow yourself to be happy if you can. I feel like this is like melancholy. You know, it's funny when I mess up a word, I'm not going to be able to say it after that. But I think you know what I mean. It's interesting because we do have a question within the 2 of Pentacles of which way do I go? 2 of Pentacles, they call it the Juggler's card. It just means there's a lot going on and it can make it maybe even more difficult to make a decision. I feel like the 2 of Pentacles, though, is really about using the logical mind. You know, the Two of Pentacles being mirrored by this Queen. Well, you know, she almost looks like she's in a Zen state. Yeah, she's got that big pentacle just sitting on her lap. So I feel like I'm producing, but I'm producing through that type of energy. It may be someone's answer. And then we have the Six of Cups. Can certainly talk about someone, you know, someone on your mind, someone on your heart, someone that when you think about, brings a smile to your face. It's really about treasured memories. And it's interesting, like, I feel like, but at the same time I'm questioning, do I go, do I do something? Well, let's keep going. We have the Five of Wands over the Six of Pentacles. And then we have the King of Swords over the Ace of Cups. King of Swords can be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I'm just looking to see if we have either on the board, any of the board. I don't think so. You know, this King of Swords, even though he's coming over the Ace of Cups, he does have the Five of Wands beside him. And, listen, this could certainly talk about, like, a previous relationship, because, like, we had the 5, the 6, the 7. Let's see if we get the 8. But anyways, I feel like this would take me to a period of, you know, listen, I was either the giver or I was the receiver, and I don't feel like it was equal. Five of Wands to me is drama. Like, there's a lot of drama. There's battling of wills. You know, no one's going to claim that they're wrong type of energy. So this certainly could be talking about an older relationship, you know. And listen, relationships have a little bit of everything in them. The 5 and the 6. All right, let's keep going. And maybe that's what was. I don't know. I just see 7 of Swords there, and I'm like, well, maybe that's what still is. Interesting, we have another 7, though, coming in this line, so we have 3 7s. 7 of Swords. Coming over 7 of Pentacles. You know, it's almost like someone stole one of my seeds, and one of my seeds of intention, like one of my dreams or something, like, you know, at least I feel, maybe it was a period of time, right? Like, I gave you the best years of my life. And, you know, it's interesting because I'm picking up, like, both sides. Like, I'm picking up, like a loving feeling towards this energy, but also, like, kind of pissed off. All right, well, let's keep going. We have the Emperor. Card of Aries. This could be, listen, if this is, like, related to, let's say, you know, I'm in a job, and in this job, though I feel like I'm probably pretty good at what I do, I feel like there could, you know, like, especially if I work around other people, like, I feel like there could be potentially, like a jealous type energy. You know, like, I feel like, you know, if I'm at the workplace, there could be a lot of drama, And it must definitely, like, it would definitely affect me. It would definitely affect me. I also feel like this for some could be, and I feel like this has probably already happened. Like, potentially I may have left a job because, like, what I'd bring to the table, I don't know, maybe the boss would take. You know, I'd create it and the boss would take it. And, you know, I almost feel like the Nine of Pentacles is going to come out because I feel like it may have moved you, even though that all that is difficult, right? It is coming over the Seven of Pentacles. And to me, that means there's something in there that my soul wanted to learn. Maybe sometimes it's just the strength that I have. You don't know it until you're like, boom, in it, right? Sometimes it's like, you know, like I walked away from it and feeling proud, right? You can still feel scared. But I feel like, I feel like ultimately it lands you, for some of you, like you're like independent. And that can be your own business type of thing, like almost like you could be like a contractor or, I don't know. I'm just getting this energy of independent. Let's keep going. We have the Three of Cups coming over the world. There's that Nine of Pentacles. I felt it. That's an energy. I felt it before it came out. There's success. Interesting, because here's the Seven of Swords mirroring the Nine of Pentacles. Very different energies, right? Nine of Pentacles, first and foremost, is about independence, right? Like, I have become independent, financially, material, like, I don't even know if I'm going to say, yeah, you know, I've just become independent. I can take care of me. This can certainly be like, you know, you building a business. And I do feel like the energy of doing what you love. So, you know, like, I do feel like this Emperor kind of like robbed you. Now, there may be another reason for the Emperor to be here too, but right now, that's what I'm feeling. Seven of Cups. Look at the sevens. Now, we're in a universal year 7. But look at the sevens. Hello, Ten of Cups. Now, this Ten of Cups, it's coming under the Death card. But the Death card's about a rebirth. It even says it. Death/rebirth. So, I feel like this Ten of Cups would be part of the rebirth. Now, maybe, you know, maybe some of you are kind of stuck in the energy of should I or shouldn't I? Do I or don't I? And I feel like if you go the whole way back to the beginning of the reading and think of yourself as the Empress, which you are, which means that you have that wisdom, right? Your intuition is helping to guide you. Your guides are helping to guide you. You just got to trust it. Now, you know, I feel like, and why? Because I feel like this Three Cups almost feels like the joy was robbed from me. But I don't feel like that's what's, you know, that, again, temporary. To talk about, like, you know, two people who were together and when they drank, they fought. We have the Fool. Coming over the Hangman. Like, wait a minute, sister. And then, look at this. Look at this. We have the Four of Swords. I get it right away. Coming right over the Tower. You know, it's like the Hangman's like, hang on, sister. Allow what was. You know, allow it to heal. I feel like it's important that we learn that healing doesn't mean, you know, sometimes it means taking time out, taking a moment, you know, isolating a little bit. But also I feel like we heal as we go, because I feel like soulmates are put like in place for us that may just give us like, you know, like say something That's just like, oh, just what I needed to hear. Now, they don't know that. Or maybe they do. Anyways. Four Swords coming over the Tower. You know, for some of you, I feel like, you know, you're either building like this success for yourself, this independent for yourself, or you already have. You're already in it. You know, and I kind of love that the Empress opens the reading up with the Nine of Pentacles here, because again, you know, this Empress is receiving epiphanies, like a lot of epiphanies. You know, it's almost like I feel like she receives so many, like she could just write a book. As above, so below. Connection. So it's interesting that we have the Fool, and then we have the Ten of Cups. And I don't feel like it's saying that. I just feel like it's talking about a previous tower, any previous towers, maybe all previous towers, right? Healing upon it. But remember the Four Swords. The Fourth Sword is of your own making. Like, you know, how's my communication in a situation? Do I get pulled into the drama? You know, did we like know that when we drink we fight, but yet we still go out and drink, you know, and then we fight? In work, I feel like, you know, has somebody like tried to take my work and claim it as their own? And I feel like, you know, if they did, well, like, now what are they going to do? Right? Because I feel like if that's the case, you're either leaving or you've already left, and now what are they going to do? And I do feel like that Seven of Swords, even though that's untrustworthy energy, that's like the thief in the night type of energy, it's very difficult. It's mirrored by this Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like because of the Seven of Swords, I created the Nine of Pentacles. Maybe I wouldn't have otherwise. And maybe that's why it's coming over the Seven of Pentacles. Maybe that's, you know, it's like, okay, I wanted to learn. My soul wanted to learn. Because remember that we're spirit having a human condition. Our spirits want, our souls want to evolve. I often feel that's what the Two of Pentacles is. You know, that's how I read it anyways. Like, well, like, or maybe I should say to myself, is this something that's going to expand my world? Or is it going to deflate my world? Okay, well, I'm not going to leave it there. Alright, I feel like just asking a question. I want to know more about this Ten of Cups with the Fool, because, you know, this may be the beginning of moving into this type of energy, the Ten of Cups. This is the House of Harmony. You know, certainly love. We do have the Ace of Cups here. We have a King here. We have two Queens here. And then the Fool to me just kind of feels like, but the Hangman kind of like, hang on. Right? Hang on. What would that protection be for? So that you can clear these previous towers, you know, the Fool, free and clear. And then takes a leap of faith towards the next adventure. Four Swords, it's healing those towers, so I don't carry it with me. So, anyways, I feel like I just answered my own question. We have, interesting, the Nine of Cups. Interesting, my right ear, like the hearing in my right ear just shut off. It's back, but it's coming back like through a ring. Interesting, like it just completely shut off. Nine of Cups. Well, I'm asking about the Ten of Cups. You know what I love is, first of all, the Nine of Cups. It's like, I do feel like, it's almost like joy has been robbed from me. But you find it again in the Nine of Cups. This is inner harmony, right? This is, again, these two nines can speak about, like, I had to be single. But being single wasn't as bad as I thought it was, because maybe while I was single, like, I just went to town and, I created perhaps a business for myself. So what I've done is I've really given myself like a strong foundation. And maybe it is through your creative house that it helped to heal you in some way, over these towers. Again, towers, universal, can feel like destruction. They do move you. Sometimes they move you because we refuse to move. It's like, your spiritual self is like, okay, I'm getting tired of this being stuck. I want to have an adventure. That's the Fool's energy. So anyways, these two nines, I kind of love that, because I feel like you're finding yourself in that Nine of Cups, and you are finding your independence in the Nine of Pentacles. And then it moves into the Ten of Cups. So doesn't it just feel like perfect? Right? It just feels better than pulling in this energy into this Ten of Cups. This is new. Even if it's with someone old, that means that this person that would be coming to the table would also have, cleared, healed, and understood their towers. If that's not the case, I feel like you would have no problem now recognizing it, seeing it. Like, man, if someone's going to come in and interrupt what I built, you better believe they better be coming in for the right reason. Now, I gotta be careful not to be like, I don't want to get into like overthinking, like, I'm not going to let anyone in, because the Empress is loving and nurturing, right? She keeps her heart open. She's mirrored by the Ace of Cups. But that doesn't mean I'm anybody's fool. Anyway, we go from the 9 to the 10 of Cups, like that. Alright. I think I want to take a look at the Emperor, because I kind of felt there was two different energies with him, like one may be work related. Tell me about this Emperor with the Devil. Oh my God. Sorry. And I'm laughing because, and I shouldn't be, but I am laughing because I just find it so interesting that it's right next to that Seven of Swords. So, and in my mind, I'm thinking, is this Emperor someone that, because it's coming under the Death card also. So I feel like it is endings, right? So maybe it's an ending with this Emperor, so that there can be a rebirth. Now, maybe this Emperor himself has had a rebirth. But anyway, so, I'm like, is this Emperor? Is this something I should be looking forward to? I see the Seven of Swords right next to him, and then, I don't know. I just find it interesting that the Devil came out. Almost like, is this someone who just lives in lower type energy? It's interesting, though, in the Emperor's type energy. He's Capricorn over Aries, by the way. Over Scorpio. Over Leo. I just feel like at this time, I don't feel like this Emperor doesn't feel like it's any good for you. Now, again, doesn't have to just be in Aries, it could be like a boss. It could be someone that I worked with. Maybe someone I had a love affair with, that type of thing. But again, I feel like the energy of this person taking from you, Okay. That's what I wanted to know. So, I feel like I shouldn't ask anymore. I'm going to look at this King of Swords up here. Look at that. Oh, look at that. We have another king. King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Now, you know, it doesn't have to be any of that. You know, the King of Wands for me is the king of action. It's a good match for the Empress. This is someone who does wear their heart on their sleeve. You know what I mean? They are very action-oriented. And then you have the King of Swords next to them. Both of them in the upright, by the way. A few cards came in the reverse, but I keep that in mind. But, you know, they came in the upright. King of Swords is someone who could be a great communicator. Defender. Like defender of people. It's funny, I looked my name up one time, and it was my granddaughter and myself. We were looking up names, like what they meant, and mine said Defender of Man. I'm like, well, that's exactly what I feel like I do. Anyway. Alright, we have two kings. Not done there yet. Tell me more, tell me more. Okay, well, hello, soulmates. Soulmates. You know, certainly could be two kings who are soulmates. Interesting, we have two queens down here, we have two kings up there. Soulmate energy. Doesn't always have to mean love, right? But I feel like at this moment, that's what it's talking about, because I feel like, we move back down to this 10 of Cups. So here's where the potential begins. One more. Whoa. Alright, let's take what's faced up. We have the Hangman. How interesting. Then we have the Chariot. So we have the Hangman here, right? And I almost feel like it is spiritual protection. Maybe the right timing is the right timing, right? Maybe the soulmate just hasn't come in yet. Or if it's someone I already know, then their energy has evolved. If it hasn't, bye-bye. And I feel like I don't feel like our guides would even speak about that, right? Because I feel like this is what was. This is what has begun or is about to begin. Because here we have the Hangman again, but now we have the Chariot. That's movement. That's go time. Chariot's about unlimited potential. I feel like this means I'm ready. And sometimes maybe I don't feel like I'm ready, but maybe that is still the perfect time, because maybe they're like those last broken pieces. I often feel like that's what a soulmate does. It helps to heal those little broken pieces, or the things that we've come to that we don't like about ourselves is exactly what they love about us. You know what I mean? Soulmate love is a beautiful love. Chariot is movement. Now, it's the card of Cancer, by the way. Hangman with the Fool. Fool's like, boop, I'm going to take a chance. The Hangman with the Chariot. So we begin the movement. What am I going to name this? I feel like it just covered just about everything. I feel like if I'm... Oh, I have one more card. Look at that, Judgment. It's funny because I was just going to talk about timing, and then Judgment comes out. Judgment talks about the present moment energy, right? I need you to stay present. Why? Because I'm helping to guide you through signs, through feelings, through things you hear, you see, synchronicities, numbers. I'm helping. Judgment is your whole spiritual team. You know, and listen, it means they're involved deeply in your life. So feeling this hangman is a spiritual wall of protection. Like, you know, almost like they're, you know, they didn't want anything to get through until this Four of Swords over the tower took place. Makes sense, but I feel like now, again, it's like, here's the green light. So I feel like the full thing, it may just be starting at the beginning, right? But here's the potential of the 10 of Cups. I feel like it's just saying, how do I know if I'm ready? Well, with the 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups here, it means that the 9 of Cups, I have this inner harmony, right? Like, I've balanced myself. It doesn't mean I'm perfect. I'm not shooting for perfection, because I'll never reach it. But, and I also feel like, and I'm allowing my creative self to be like really proactive in my life, and I'm leaving my energy open, because if I can measure, you know, if I can learn how to measure energy, then nothing else matters. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if something comes towards you, like from the Seven of Swords energy, you'll know it. You'll feel it. I feel like this wall, this spiritual wall, is being lifted. And again, I was thinking in my head, like, approximately when. Well, I do feel like it may be at the beginning, and I got to be okay with that. But Judgment is saying they're helping to guide you now. 2 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, the Empress, 7 of Pentacles, your soul seeds of intention, right? Their experiences. And each of these experiences teach your soul, right? Expand your soul. I often feel like when we leave this earthly plane, we're going up there, and we ourselves are becoming teachers, you know, maybe to teach the younger souls. These are my experiences. I don't want to go back with like no story. Like, I didn't do anything. Unless that was my soul's, like, that's the type of life I wanted to live. Anyways, I don't think that's about you, because I feel like, you know, once you find your own footing and you feel good about that, and again, don't shoot for perfection, but you feel good about that, I feel like the world just opens up to you. You know, this 2 of Cups, I have no doubt when it's ready to find you, it's going to find you. You're going to find it, right? You'll be on each other's paths. And then it begins. All right, let's read health. Health. Well, this card comes to you as a reassurance that your prayers about health and healing have reached heaven above. They may be answered differently than you expect, however, so it's important to stay alert and open to your intuitive feelings, which guide you to action steps. Take them, even if they seem illogical or unrelated to your prayers. Mother Mary sends you and your loved ones her blessings. Like her, you can receive and transmit God's magnificent healing love. You may even feel called to conduct healing sessions professionally, and this card assures you that your calling is fully supported by heaven. Well, hello, I feel like that's validation. Validation. Alright guys, I'm just going to leave it there. I have no clue what I'm going to title this yet. There's like so much. So much. Anyways, you know, of course you're one of my favorite readings to do. And they're always interesting. So, thank you. yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave that be. I feel like I don't want to leave yet, but I feel like, yeah, I'm gonna let that be. Follow the signs. Judgment is here. That's exactly what we just read, right? They're leading you to that Two of Cups, if that's what you want, right? But it's also leading you to like independence and like your own creative world. And I feel like it's really loving it. Like, it doesn't mean there's no problems or issues, right? But I'm not allowing them to define my life, right? I'm solving them immediately. Anyway, the Fool, you know, the Seven of Swords is not coming with you. It's like that's what your spiritual team is saying, like, don't even try. But I don't think you would try anyway. Anyway, but shut my mouth now. I love you guys. I thank you. I will see you next time at our table. Bye-bye.